Hey, let's talk about a somewhat forgotten neighborhood that what everyone just seems to kind of zoom right by. Do you want to know why this neighborhood is actually a gem in the rough and it still has very affordable and great housing options available for you? Well, let's discuss it, and then I'll take you on a tour of 3 different homes at 3 different price points from $399,000 up to $650,000. Hi, my name is Cassandra Marks, also known as Realtor Cass, and I am a farmer with a wee little real estate problem, but also I am a transplant too. And I want to take you on an adventure, kind of like I did, discovering everything about the hottest neighborhoods and all of the beauty the Pacific Northwest here and in Clark County has. Today, I am recording from Douglas Carter Fisher neighborhood. Look at this place, isn't it beautiful? It is smack dab in the middle of this forgotten diamond in the rough neighborhood of Minnehaha. Located just in the middle of Vancouver here between I-5, I-205, and I-500 here, it is this little triangle of accessibility. And there is technically an east and a west Minnehaha, but we're not going to get that specific. We'll drill down to that later in another video. But why do people move here? Okay, it's because it's a convenient location. It's proximity to Portland, so it's super close to 205, I-5, making the commute down to Portland and just about any part of Vancouver super easy. Also, the access to the PDX airport. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get to the Portland International Airport, and that is super ideal for frequent travelers. Next up, it's near amenities. It's near the Vancouver Mall, the shops in Hazeldale, and it's like 7 minutes to the Vancouver waterfront. And if you guys don't know me, you will, and you'll know how much I absolutely love the Vancouver waterfront and what they're doing down there. So accessibility to down there is super awesome. The second reason people choose to move to the Minnehaha area are its excellent schools. So depending upon where you live, you're going to either be in Hudson's Bay or Fort Vancouver High School. You're going to then be in either Discovery, Jason Lee, or Gager middle schools. Also, you're going to either end up in Truman, Lincoln, or Minnehaha elementary schools. Jump on the Vancouver Public Schools website, type in the address, you can kind of see where you're going to end up. I also highly recommend going and checking out niche.com or greatschools.org. You can get all sorts of information from class sizes to like how the school ranks, and then they drill down into the rankings as well, where they'll talk about how amazing their after-school activities are or their math programs. So it's just a wealth of knowledge. I always recommend people go there, but Minnehaha does definitely have access to some really great schools in the Vancouver School District. The third reason people love the area is the walkability to parks and the outdoor spaces and just everything out there. So there's Arnold Park along 500. There's the Bosco Farm Neighborhood Park, West Minnehaha Park. And look at where I'm sitting right now, an amazing park here. Also, there's Ike Memorial Park, which is a huge dog park. Every time I drive by there, especially on days like today where there's blue sky and the sun's out and the birds are chirping, there's people outside playing with their dogs and everybody just looks like they're having such a great time. So not only do you have the dog park, but you have access to nearby trails, green spaces, all these types of things. They encourage an active lifestyle and it's always close by, so you don't have to feel like you're driving forever. Minnehaha is also close to shopping, so there's convenience stores and all sorts of stores along St. John's and St. James, but a lot of the stores and the shopping are actually around the borders of the neighborhood. So there's like a Safeway off of Minnehaha and Andreessen, and then the Vancouver Mall is, a hot spot for all the shops, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to the east over Andreessen as well. But when you're in the neighborhood, you've got to make sure you check out the Donut Nook and Miguel's. I mean, donuts. Who doesn't love donuts? And from what I understand, Miguel's has some of the best Mexican food in the area. And what kind of realtor would I be if we didn't talk about housing? Okay, so the housing in Minnehaha is very diverse, very eclectic. And as you will see in the home tours that we're going to do here in a couple minutes, there's a little bit of everything in these neighborhoods, from those super small starter homes, get a little 2-1 cottage, to the larger new construction homes. And some fun facts about Minnehaha is that the median year built in this neighborhood is 1994. It's a little bit newer than I expected. And you're going to be looking at a house around 1684 in square feet, just shy of 8,000 square foot lots. So you got a pretty good sized lot, you got nice housing, you got affordable price. And speaking of affordable price, let's talk about that. When it comes to the price and like the median sales price in 2024, it has been around $475,000 for a single family home and $350,000 for a townhome. One thing that I see a little bit that makes me sad is that the appreciation in the neighborhood was only 1% last year, where Vancouver's median appreciation was 2.9%, but that's okay. You're still seeing positive appreciation. Other things to note about the neighborhood is it usually takes about almost 60 days for a house to sell in that neighborhood. So you got a little bit of time. If it's priced well, though, they are moving very quickly. Not only that, but also as a fact, Minnehaha as a whole saw 241 sales in the neighborhood. And I only see that increasing here in the years to come as more inventory becomes available. So why choose Minnehaha for your new home? Well, number one, it's affordable housing compared to a lot of the other parts of Vancouver. Number two, it's got an ultra convenient location with easy access to major amenities and all the transportation routes. Number three, it's a friendly community. It's very nice. People are out. I've talked to tons of the neighbors. Everyone was saying hi when they were getting their kids out. So it's just a super nice place to spend your time. So now that we've talked a little bit about the neighborhood, let's jump in the car and go start our tours. We're starting from $399,000 up to $650,000. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Hey, welcome. Today we are touring houses from $399,000 up to $650,000 in the Minnehaha neighborhood of Vancouver. We have just arrived at our first house right here. Let me tell you a little bit about it. So it is a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's 1,288 square feet. It was built in 2002, and they're asking $399,900 for it. So let me tell you what I love about it a little bit. So as you drive down the street here, it's actually kind of a dead-end road, so there's not a lot of through traffic. And another thing that I love is that when you drive around the back, there's actually no one behind this house. You drive around back and you can pull into the garage. So like you're not sharing a backyard. You kind of more have a side yard at this house. And then other things, when you walk inside, they have done a remodel. They've used agreeable gray. So the remodel's probably a tiny bit old, but the house looks like it's in really great condition. So you got that LVP flooring, you've got the painted cabinets, that nice brass hardware, white appliances there in the kitchen, good space for the bedrooms, the bathrooms. It looks like this home has been very, very, very well cared for, and it's a great entry price of $399. So now that we've talked a little bit about what we love about this house, let's jump in the car, drive around the neighborhood so you can see what else is available here. Hey, welcome back. Today we are touring houses in the Minnehaha neighborhood of Vancouver from $399,000 up to $650,000. And we have just arrived at our second house. It is behind me right here. Let me tell you about this house, okay? So it is a 3-bed, 2-bath, just over 1,700 square feet. And it was built in 1979, and they're asking $500,000 for this house. So let me tell you the things I love. So this house is actually on a cul-de-sac, and it's got a 1/4-acre lot, and it backs up to like kind of like an orchard green space. There's not actually a house behind this house. It's really great and beautiful. Has a beautifully landscaped yard. So it's kind of like that backyard oasis. So inside the house, things that I love. All right, the living room and the family room have kind of higher vaulted ceilings. You've got taller cabinets in both the kitchen and bathrooms. So if you're kind of a tall person, this is gonna cater to you. Other things that I love about this house is this house also has solar, so that helps your electricity bill be around $40 a month here instead of, sometimes that $200 to $300 a month mark in the summers and winters when it's hot and cold. So this house, beautiful, well-maintained. Let's jump in the car, drive around the neighborhood, and take a look at what else is available around here for you. everyone, welcome back. Today we are touring houses in the Minnehaha neighborhood from $399,000 up to $650,000, and we have just arrived at our third home, and it is right behind me, right here. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about this house. It is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, just over 2,100 square feet, and it was built in 2015, and they are asking $650,000 for it. So let me tell you the things I love about this house. Obviously, there is tons of space, super high ceilings. When you walk into the kitchen, you got those light, bright shaker cabinets, white backsplash, white countertops. It just feels really light, clean, airy area. Then you've also got that favorite thing that I love, the fireplace over in the corner, so you can stage a beautiful living room. And then when you go upstairs into the bedrooms, you're gonna notice that they're lofted with high ceilings. So you're just getting that extra ceiling height, and it just feels so big in this house. And then when you walk into the primary bathroom, obviously you got that really big shower, double vanities, and a really cool backyard. You got the little patio, porch area, and then a grassed area to play. So those are just some of the things I love about this house. So now that we've talked about this one just a tiny bit, let's jump in the car, drive around the neighborhood, and see what else is available for you. So which of the 3 homes was your favorite? I do love driving around all these different neighborhoods. I've loved my time in Minnehaha, and it's just so beautiful here, so inviting. The parks are great. You can hear the birds out chirping right now. It's so beautiful. So maybe you've loved this neighborhood, but you want a little bit of a newer home and maybe a little bit more space. So maybe you should check out this video right here about Philida. The homes there are some of my absolute favorites, and depending upon where you are at, there are some spectacular peekaboo views of places like the Columbia River backwaters or the Salmon Creek green space. But hey, if you want to discuss other super hot and desirable neighborhoods in Southwest Washington, you can just reach out to me via text, email, or DM on the socials at Realtor Cass. Also, if you're watching this on a TV, use this QR code right here. Scan it with your phone, get it out, scan it, and it will put my contact information directly into your phone so we can chat right away. Again, my name is Cassandra Marks, and I, also known as Realtor Cass, I'm a farmer with a wee little real estate problem. And thank you so much for spending time with me today. And until I see you again, bye.